So, in today's video, as you probably can see, we're mounting this thing. So I hope you guys can enjoy today's video and smack a like. Smack a like. There we go, guys, we got the interior in. It looks pretty damn cool. The only problem is when we're gonna install the cowl panel whatsoever, we're probably gonna have to like get it, I guess, like loose the bolts or whatever again, so we can like bend a little bit in the dash so we can get the plate underneath the dash. Because basically the cowl panel gonna slide in here under the dashboard and mount to these bolts right here, which I only have 2 left of. So you know, might gonna dangle around a little bit when driving, but who cares, man? This is gonna look real good. Be all the way in here, but for now this is gonna be real easy to do wiring behind the dash, as you can literally like get your arms in here and just like plug in the gauges and stuff. So that's real awesome. So I'm definitely gonna take advantage of that. So the next thing I want to do is paint like the A-pillar and like a few trim pieces for the interior. So guys, real quick interrupting you here. If you guys want some awesome muscle car pins, then don't forget to check out musclecarpins.com, and don't forget to, of course, also use Hansen on checkout. Then you will get 10% off. And shout out to Edgar Gonzalez sending these out. If you also want to check him out, he have an awesome Firebird too. Then his Instagram is right here. Thank you again, man, for sending these out. So there you go, guys. We got everything called wiring tucked under the dash and stuff. Now I'm just gonna let it dangle all over the place right now till I get some nice like wire loom or electrical tape or something to like make some nice bundles to it, so it's not all over the place under the dash. But everything's like routed and nice under the dash. I just have to like, you know, crimp all the wiring bundles together. Just cleared the lens there, so you guys can see everything is routed in here. All this wiring here is for like the engine bay, but we got everything routed in here, and it's real awesome to see that everything is routed in the interior. That's so awesome. We're literally ready to like put in a seat and, you know, get in, crank the key and everything. So everything's in, and hopefully everything is gonna work. I am now going to install a few stuff. I just went to the local auto store and bought some wire loom, like some nice braided stuff. So we're gonna get like some of the wirings under the dash, you know, figured out and stuff. And I also have one bundle in the back at the rear lights that I want to like get done. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. So I just sanded down also the dashboard, which I really hated this like, you know, fake wood look, whatever thing. But yeah, I guess that was a thing back in the 70s. So now I grinded it down, and then I bought some silver paint. So I'm hoping it's gonna get a nice like kinda Trans Am-ish look inside that dash, but yeah, let's see. I'm gonna try to lay the first coat and see how it's gonna turn out. And we also got the final layer on the dashboard. Turned out real damn nice. Just gonna unmask it and let it dry. Pieces right here also turned out real damn nice. I don't know, the paint did some weird bubbling stuff in the top, but it seems like it got better now. Again, I'm not really looking for that perfect final finish, as this is a race car ready muscle car thing, so don't care. But they turned out black, they turned out nice. Throw them in the car. So what you see here is like the outside of a Summit Racing sticker that I forgot to take off. But it's kind of funny, because then you can look back at how it looked with the wood grain or whatever. So let's just keep that. That's a fun detail. go guys, we just ran the starter solenoid, the oil cylinder unit, and also the ignition or like the 12 volt battery feed down to the starter. So that's real awesome that you can run this stuff straight through the frame. Now the only problem, or I guess issue that's gonna be, is like in the future if you want to get these like sticks off or like cables off or out again, you would have to cut the cable and then pull the cable, because the holes in the frame are not big enough for like the whole terminals and stuff to come with it. But let's hope that's not gonna happen. But yeah, I'm gonna let like a little extra wire be there, or like laying in the frame, so you know, just in case we have to cut anything off and then crimp it back together or something, I don't know, some weird stuff, then you know, we can do it. But it looks sick, and I can't wait till like this whole engine bay is done, because there's not gonna be a lot of wires, you know. There's just gonna be a few running up on top of the engine to alternator, spark plug wires, and like 2 wires for like the coil, I guess, and that's it. That's gonna be it, right? Then there's, oh yeah, okay, and water temperature, but that's literally gonna be it, right? That's like what, 4 or 5 cables or something. And of course we're also gonna get them all nice with like wire loom on, and you know, trying to hide them. So I'm really excited to see like the finished look when you stand here and look at it, that you can see no wires at all, because I can throw in a picture right here of my old engine bay. I mean, as you can see right here, my old engine bay was freaking disgusting, right? So I'm so hyped for this, and I've really been hyped on doing this wire talk thing that I really first only learned about through a guy called Calvin's Garage, or Calvin Marley as you maybe know him as. He built a 300 ZX or 300C with a 2JC engine in it. A real awesome car, and real awesome build. He basically built it in his garage like I'm doing right now. And he did this amazing wire talk and like shaved engine bay look. So it's another day, and today I am doing some awesome things. We are cutting the exhaust off down by like the collector or whatever, and or like the end of the head or whatever, if you will. And then we're gonna mount it to the engine, and then we're gonna do something later on. I don't know when, don't really care. For now we're just gonna blast it straight pipe, but then we're gonna get a flex pipe or something to like connect it. Straight pipe time! Woo! Well, something I just noticed on this engine, that's not the same either on a fucking 68 block. The throttle cable linkage is a different position or whatever, so the air filter is like hitting it right now. So I have to do something to like, I don't know, like to move it up or something. So I guess what I'm gonna do is try to find the old bracket and see if we can hook that up, I guess. Nothing is the same in this engine. So of course we also got a new speedo cable, as the old one is done. So what we have here is from Pioneer. They make some nice cables and stuff. So what we have here is basically plug into your gauge or whatever, and then you also have the other end that goes into transmission. Pretty simple. Connect those two. Cool thing is, on the box they basically show you how to run everything. So that's pretty cool. If you don't know which go where and what goes who and blah blah blah. So I actually, believe it or not, I actually just bought my first tool like ever. It's an angle grinder, and it's pretty damn cheap. This was like 20 bucks, so it's probably gonna break at some point, but I needed one right now to cut off the exhaust. And my brother, he's in France racing some go-karts, so I kind of needed this for now, because like I tried with like another tool we have, like an exhaust cutter thing, whatever. Nevertheless, this exhaust pipe is like, I don't know, 0.3 millimeter steel or something. It's pretty fucking intense. Like you could probably build a roll cage out of this exhaust, but this should get the job done. So guys, we got some of the exhaust off. This exhaust is so much tougher to get out than possible. Like up at the collector where I actually wanted to cut it, there's not really room for the angle grinder, or even like a metal saw, whatever the fuck you call it in English. A nail thrower, and yeah, it just sucks. I should have done this before putting the engine in, but I mean now I'm so far that I don't want to take the engine out. So yeah, real dumb. It's so incredible heavy, like it's pretty insane. I mean, look at how thick the metal is. That's like a half centimeter or some shit. It's crazy how big it is. So again, I sadly have to cut the exhaust up in like pieces, but my plan was actually to cut the exhaust anyways behind the mufflers, as that actually gives a real good sound. I saw another Pontiac 350, a 1970 Firebird at a meet once. They had like the exhaust cut just behind the mufflers with like a little turn down, and it sounded pretty good. It got like a really nice sound out of that. So that was the plan anyways. Now we are cutting it by the headers, like right under like the passenger seat or whatever, or like the driver's seats and stuff. So let's see if we can get that out. Damn, there you go. There you go. So this is what I meant about cutting it anyways. Now when I have it outside the car, I'm gonna do like a crooked cut here or whatever, a turn down, so it goes into like the road or whatever. That way you can also eliminate a little bit of like a resonate sound. So that's a pretty good idea to do so. Pretty damn heavy. I would say we probably took nearly 70 pounds or something off the car, at least. It's really heavy. I don't know what they were thinking when they built that, but so as you can see, the one exhaust is just hanging right there. But we're gonna throw some bolts in, and then we're gonna have these nice 3-inch straight pipes straight under like the driver seat. So it's gonna rumble real good, that's for sure. So now we're gonna throw the shifter in. I just painted it black, you know, just better than looking rusty and crusty. So let's throw that in. Why is it that this looks like a dog box to me? It kind of like a little bit, right? Looks pretty cool. So we got the Firebird logo on, and I also put this nice little gold wing nut on, so that looks pretty cool. I'm thinking real quick gonna adjust the shifter by going down below and then make sure the shifter's all the way in park, and then also, I guess, put it in park up here so you know it lines up. So let's just do that. So now I'm gonna throw the passenger seat in, then that's out the way. We don't really need to do anything on that side anymore, so why not throw in the seat? It's gonna look cool, and I'm gonna be even more hyped to drive this car. God damn. So what we're gonna do now is throw some oil in the engine. So we're gonna get ready to like prime the whole system. We're gonna take the spark plugs out so we don't have any resistance on any bearings in the engine. Because if you have compression on it and then use the starter to like prime the engine, you will end up maybe scraping some bearings, you know. So that's a bad idea. So take your spark plugs out, then crank it, then you're good to go. Then everything runs free with no resistance on. Of course, a perfect way to do it was to like get a primer tool and get it down to the oil pump, but I don't have that. Budget build, here we go, YOLO. So yeah, we're just gonna put some nice thick 1040 oil on. It is a renovated engine or restored engine or whatever, so I mean that's so I mean like everything should have pretty tight tolerances, you know. So yeah, we're gonna use 1040. On my old engine I ran 2050. Let's get that in. So I can see down here the valve cover is leaking a little bit because it's hitting this bracket or whatever. So I'm just gonna have to adjust that. That's because we just put in so much oil that it got up here to the seal and ran out. But looking good. So I think we have to put in like approximately like, I don't know, 1 liter or something now. Then it should be all the way up. We're also gonna have to let the oil like get all the way to the bottom, you know. So it's definitely full right now, and then a little bit on top of full. Also, when the engine gonna crank or start or whatever, the oil level is gonna drop as it's gonna get out into all like the patches and channels and stuff, and oil filtered, etc. So that's a good thing. So here is the starter, guys. Now the way we're gonna test this is pretty So I just checked and the starter works. Seems pretty weird. Solenoid works, engine works, ring gear comes out, everything works. Really not sure what it is. I'm gonna try to go over the fuses again and then hopefully it's gonna be a fuse or something. I don't know. There's also a fuse link wire in between from the ignition feed side or like battery side from the ignition or whatever. There's like a fuse wire or whatever, and I don't know, maybe that have been the issue that burned over or something. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna try to check and hopefully that's it. Otherwise, please comment down below any ideas on what it could be. So my dumbass just used like an hour to figure out why I couldn't use the starter while it was in the car.